Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Guys, please check it. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Is my voice is clear to all of you guys? Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Is my voice is clear to all of you? Right. All right. Good evening, guys. All right, sir. And guys, please, all of you take this URL for classroom notes. All of you take this URL. Everybody, take this URL. If you have already taken, it's okay. Then otherwise, take this URL. https://tinyurl.com/core Java 730 PM notes. Take this URL. Clear? Right, sir. Can I move forward? All of you have taken it? All right. All right. And coming to the topic today, like as I said to you yesterday, language fundamentals. Here I want to take language fundamentals, the topic. All right. Now let's understand what is the purpose of this language fundamentals content here. Try to understand this clearly. For example, I want to construct a building. Guys, all of you understand it. My requirement is I want to construct a building. So what are the various resources I required? Now tell me what resources I required. Come on, guys. All right, then cement is required, sand is required, bricks, iron, water, mainly water, right? So like this, so many resources here we required. Nice. Out of all these resources, which resources are natural resources and which resources are human created resources? Sand is like what? Their natural resource. Next, water is what? Water is what? Natural resource only. Am I right or not? Like this, somewhat like what there might be some different manpower or maybe something else. So all the things are like what there are like natural resources here now. See, understand in this example, in this overall context, to construct a building, some resources only are created by human being. Some other resources are not possible for human being to create. They must be generated from the nature. We must get them from what their nature. Sir, all of you are getting it or not? Similarly, if you want to write any Java program, if you want to write any Java program, we need some features, some constructs we require, some building blocks we require, like cement, bricks, water, iron, all. Out of all the building blocks, some building blocks are created by the developers and some other building blocks must be provided by the programming language. Developers are unable to create that features, that building blocks, that resources. Some of the resources are not possible for the developers to create. Some of the resources must be provided by the nature. Here nature is what their programming language. So that programming language has to provide some features and some features are provided by what their developer. So finally, we are able to prepare a standard Java application. Got my point or not? So whatever the building blocks we are expecting from Java programming language, that building blocks are called as what their language fundamentals. That building blocks are called as what their language fundamentals. Clear? All of you are getting clarity on this points now? All right. Now let's see this point here. Then directly, straightly, I'm giving this particular statement. Try to understand this statement here. Here, the point is like what I'm telling to you. To prepare Java applications, we need some building blocks from the programming languages, which are not possible for the developers. Okay, here the programming language, not only in the case of Java, and everywhere I'm telling there, here the programming languages provided building blocks are called language fundamentals, are called as like what their language fundamentals. Clear cut information. All of you understand this clearly now. All right, sir. Once again, I'm repeating the point here. Try to understand it now. To prepare Java applications, we need some building blocks from the programming languages, which are not possible for the developers. Here, the programming languages provided building blocks are called language fundamentals. What are the various language fundamentals which are provided by Java programming language to prepare Java applications? Observe carefully. To prepare Java applications, Java has provided the following list of fundamentals, the following list of language fundamentals. All right, sir. What are the various language fundamentals which are provided by Java to prepare Java applications? If you observe this, I'm going to give the very first one is like what their tokens. The very first one is what their tokens. Next one is what their data types. The second one is like what their data types. Third one is what their typecasting. Of course, there's one of the process there. Typecasting, type conversion, or what next one there? Typecasting. Observe carefully. Type conversion or typecasting. All right. Then after that, after completion of this, the fourth one is like what there? After this typecasting, next one is Java statements. Fourth one is like what there? Java statements. After completion of these Java statements, next one is last one is like what there? Arrays. Arrays is another one. Guys, all of you now tell me, to prepare Java applications, Java has provided the following list of language fundamentals. What language fundamentals here we required here? First one is what their tokens. Second one is what their data types. And next one is what their typecasting. Fourth one is what their Java statements. And last one is what their arrays. Observe carefully. This arrays topic I will discuss there later on, not immediately. Why? Because in Java, array is an object. In case of C and C++, array is a data structure. It is able to allow same data type elements in the consecutive memory locations. This is a definition in the case of other programming languages. But in the case of Java, arrays are not like that. In the case of Java, arrays definition is not like a C++ provided definition. Arrays definition is totally different in the case of Java. In Java, array is an object. In Java, what is this array? Array is an object. It is able to store multiple elements, more than one element of the same data type as per indexing, as per what they're indexing. So here it is an object basically. Once it is an object now, then we need to understand at least something about object orientation or not. After understanding this object orientation only, we are able to understand what is an array. So because of that reason, I will discuss about this arrays topic. This arrays topic I will discuss there just before collection framework. Before what there collection framework, and after like what there some other topics after object orientation and before collection framework, I'm going to discuss about this topic, not immediately. So in the fundamentals, what I'm going to discuss there directly here, I want to discuss about like what there these tokens, data types. Next one is what there type passing and Java statements. Nice, all of you are following or not? Nothing I discussed here, just introduction I given for language fundamentals. To prepare any Java application, some building blocks we required. In which way to construct a building, some building blocks are required. In the same way to prepare Java programs also, these building blocks are required. That's clear to all of you know? Right, sir. Let's move on to the first one, token. Let's move on to the first one here. What is this first one here? No, token. What exactly the meaning of token? So before understanding this token, the definition, before understanding the token definition, first we have to understand one more small statement, one more small definition. Observe carefully this definition now. Clear? Observe carefully this definition. Again, I'm telling to you, those who are learning first time Java, first time programming languages, still I'm not yet started Java. Java will start from object orientation onwards, OOPS concepts onwards. Now we are discussing before Java only, before Java in the sense, what's the topic here I'm planning there? Language fundamentals, building blocks, programming languages, basics. So of course we are going to understand in Java style only, but Java effectively will start from what there? Object orientation. First time those who are seeing these programming languages, these topics are very much interested for you. So without failure, try to put more concentration. We are going to understand effectively the concepts. Right, sir. Now first one, let's come for what their tokens. But before these tokens, I want to give one small definition for one topic. Now try to understand this one. Now the point is like what their lexeme. Point is what their lexeme. First understand this lexeme, then after that we will go for what their token. What is lexeme? What exactly the meaning of lexeme? Right, sir. All of you understand this now. The logical individual unit in a Java programming is called lexeme. Is called a lexeme. Read out the statement. What I given there? The logical individual unit. A logical individual unit in a Java programming, in a Java program or in Java programming is called a lexeme. Simple definition. Now I will give examples also, no need to think much about it. Next one is, what is a token? What is a token? If you observe this, all of you observe carefully, the collection of lexemes under a particular group. The collection of lexemes under a particular group is called what there? A token. The group name is called as what there? A token. Understand this clearly? No? The collection of lexemes under a particular group is called a token. Right? Tell me, what is a lexeme now? The logical individual unit in a Java programming is called a lexeme. But what is a token now? Tell me. The collection of lexemes under a particular group is called as what there? A token. Sir, clear or not? That's okay, fine. All right, so now I want to give one example. Now we have to find this example. We have to give some output for this example. Find the number of lexemes and tokens. Number of lexemes and tokens in the following instruction. In the following instruction. Right. Now this is my example. Now question. Now the instruction here I'm telling to you. Int a is equal to b plus c star d semicolon. This is my statement. Can you identify this? How many number of lexemes are available and how many number of tokens are available? Can you identify them from this instruction? I said to you clearly, each and every logical individual unit is what there is a lexeme. Collection of lexemes come under a particular group. The group representation, group name is like what there is a token. The group name is like what a token. All of you observe carefully. All right, now I will take this example and try to understand this clearly. Now, for example, I want to take like what their lexemes collection I'm telling to you from this. Observe carefully. First one is int. Int is what their one logical unit. Comma a is another logical unit. Equal is another one. B plus then what next one here C. Then what next one here star. Then what next one D. After that semicolon. Semicolon is also be what there is also be a lexeme. Now tell me overall how many lexemes are available here. Now count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Overall, here we are understanding clearly 9 number of lexemes. 9 number of lexemes are available in this particular instructions. Now let's see the number of tokens here. How many number of tokens are available here? How many groups of lexemes are available? That we have to calculate. How many groups of lexemes are available? That we have to calculate. Very simple. Nothing is difficult here. Very, very simple. I'm taking there just a simple division. Logical individual units are called as what? Their lexemes. 9 number of lexemes are available in this example. Now guys, all of you have to carefully. Int. This is a data type. Sir, int is what there a data type. Leave this one. Next one is here a comma b comma c comma d. A comma b comma c comma d. What are these actually? What are these actually variables? A, B, C, D are what their variables. Am I right or not? This is one category. Of course, in a single category, multiple lexemes are available. But this is what they're a single category. This is like what I'm telling to you, variables. Observe carefully. Next one is after this A, B, C, D variables now equal. Next one is like what there plus. Then after that star. Now these are like what there. What are these actually? No operators. Am I right or not? All these are like what there operators. We can perform some operations over this content. Operators. Observe carefully. Next one after this operators and another thing is like what there semicolon. Semicolon. This also be one separate category. All right. So now this is like what there special symbol. It's like what there special symbol. In Java there is a separate name for a semicolon. That is what there terminator. What is it actually? A terminator. All are completed or not? All the elements are come under some groups or not? Now tell me here overall how many types of tokens are available actually? How many types of tokens are available? 1, 2, 3, 4. Overall, four types of tokens are existed. Overall, how many types of tokens are existed here? No, 4 types of tokens are existed. Yes, sir. All of you are getting clarity or not? This is clear-cut information. Just all individual elements are like what their lexemes. But category, each and every category is nothing but what their one token. Clear? All of you are getting clarity now? Right. Now take another example. You have to finish that example there. I'll give an assignment. Try to open your notebooks. Come on. So every day try to bring notebooks. Why? Because we are going to do some exercise inside the classes now. Every day notebooks are required. Why? Because definitely along with our class I will give some assignments to you. Right, sir? Right, yes. Complete it. Right. Now take this example also. Please, I'm requesting to everybody. Today it's okay. If you're not having notebook, no issues. Tomorrow onwards, try to bring notebook and pen. Why? Because definitely every day we are going to do some exercise. Inside the class itself, we are going to understand each and every one and some exercise we are going to do. Alright, sir. Now take this one. Find the number of lexemes and tokens from the following instruction. From the following instruction. Here the instruction here I am telling to you, for left parenthesis into I is equal to 0 semicolon I less than 10 semicolon I plus plus. All right, open and closed. Open and closed. That's it. That is simple intersection only. Simple instruction only. We have to understand. This is the example. There we have to provide the content. Now try to observe carefully. All right, sir. Just 2 minutes of time I'm giving to you. Now try to calculate everything. All right, sir. Calculated. Some simple intersection only. Each and every logical individual unit, we can take it as what there a separate lexeme. But categories we have to find. That categories are what their tokens that you have to understand. Is are completed or not? Now let's see this one. From this instruction, I am telling to you lexemes. What are the various lexemes are available for left parenthesis? Next one is a int. The next one is like what there I. Next one is what there equal. Then after this equal, what next one here now? 0, comma, semicolon, comma, again, again I, even though repeated, no problem. We can take it as a separate one. I. Next one is what there? Less than. Then what next one here now? 10 now. 10 is a single. Don't take it as a 2. Why? Because it's a number, a single digit. Okay, understand it here. It's a combination of two digits, but number. Single here we have to take comma. Then what next one here now? Semicolon, comma. Again here I. Then what next one here now? Plus plus. Again it is an operator. I is a variable, right? Again comma. What we have to take the right parenthesis. Next one is what there? Left curly brace. Next one is what there? Right curly brace. Tell me guys, what's the count here? How many things are available here now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Overall, how many number of lexemes there now? 16. 16 lexemes are existed. Even though they are repeated, we have to take it as a separate count. even though it is a repeated, but where we have to take what there a separate count. That is logical individual unit. That's it. Repeated ones also be here. We have to count. Next one is how many tokens are available here. So groups here we have to calculate. What are the various groups are available here? That we have to calculate. Let's say guys, what are the various groups are existed here? All right, sir. Now tokens are like what there. First of all, for that we have taken. Observe carefully. For is available. Now this is like what I'm telling to you. This is a keyword, of course. In that keyword, in is okay. Keyword here we can say int is a data type now, right? Think about it. For is what their keyword. That is one thing. Next one is what their data types. How many data types are available here now? Later now we'll check the data types now. Special symbols are available here. We have to count the special symbols now. Parenthesis, comma, right parenthesis is available or not? Okay, semicolon, comma. Then what next one you know? Right parenthesis is available, comma, left curly brace, right curly brace. All right, sir. What are the various things that are available now? Tell me. First one is what there? Left parenthesis, semicolon. Next one is what there? After the semicolon, right parenthesis. Next one is what there? Curly brace. Left curly brace, right curly brace. Now this is one category. All these are like what they now tell me special symbols. All these are like what they're special symbols. Observe carefully. Then after these special symbols, then what next one you know? Data types are existed here. Only one data type is available. This is like what there data type. That's okay, fine. After completion of this data type now, then what next one is available here? We can understand variables. What are the various variables now? Only I variable. Am I right or not? Only I variable. Now here we can understand clearly I variable. Right, so now this is one category variable. Then after this variable, what next one here we are understanding here now? Tell me, after the variables now operators are exist or not? How many operators are available now? Tell me guys. Now here, first one is equal, next one is what there less than, next one is what there plus plus. All these are like what there operators. All these are like what there operators. Now all of you now tell me overall how many things are available. Anything else? No. Anything is missing here? No. Anything is missing here? Then plus plus operator, less than is operator, and equal is an operator. Constants here we have to take or not? 0 and 10. Am I right or not? 0 and 10. All the constants here we have to take or not? So now here we can take 0 and 10. All the things are nothing but like what there constants. Here we have to understand. Now tell me guys, overall how many tokens are available here? Overall no, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Overall six types of tokens are existed. Overall like what there six types of tokens are existed. So by this we have to understand what logical individual units and what are the various categorizations. That points here we have to understand. That's enough. Namesake only. Two examples are given that we can understand clearly. Intensity here we have to understand. Intention here we have to understand. Now let's come for this point here. Next point now. To prepare Java applications. Observe carefully, guys. To prepare Java applications, Java has provided the following tokens, the following list of tokens. Observe carefully. Java has provided the following list of tokens. What are the various tokens are provided here? First one, all of you observe carefully. First one is identifiers. First one is what there? Identifiers. All right, sir. Then after this identifier, second one is like what there? Literals. Second one is what there? Literals. Third one is like what there? Keywords or reserved words. Keywords or what next one? Reserved words. That is third one. All right, so then after this third one, fourth one is what there? After completion of keywords and reserved words, no. Fourth one is like what there? Operators. Fourth one is like what there? Operators. Special symbols, list of special symbols, I will give that anyway. Not required to take any separate discussion about it, no. Like a dot, comma, semicolon, left parenthesis, right parenthesis, and square braces and curly braces. All these are like what they're special symbols. No need to have any separate discussion over them. But first we have to understand like what they're all these many concepts now. Clear or not? So basically these are the various like what I'm telling to you, tokens, list of tokens which are available inside the Java. Now our responsibility is what there, each and everything here we have to understand clearly. Okay, fine. Now let us start with the identifiers. Guys, I'm asking one question to you, now try to answer for it. Exactly what topic we are discussing now? What topic we are discussing there? Language fundamentals. In language fundamentals, how many parts are available? In language fundamentals, how many parts are available? 5 parts are available. What are the 5 parts now? What are the 5 parts now? First one is what there? First one is what? Tokens. Tokens. Second one is what? Data types. Third one is what? Typecasting. Fourth one is what? Java statements. Last one is what? Aris. Yaar, I'm asking only titles of the concepts, not even internals now. Just 5 minutes back I discussed it. Within 5 minutes you've forgotten about all this. Alright. Now tell me, how many types of tokens are available in Java? 4 types. What are the 4 types of tokens now? Identifiers, literals, then what next one? Keywords or reserved words. And what next one here? Operators. Operators. Got it or not? Alright, son. Now let's move on to the identifiers part. Let us understand this identifiers content. What exactly the meaning of identifiers? What do you think about this identifiers? Alright, sir. Now understand this clearly, all of you know. Simple example, try to understand it. You're all sitting in front of me. Okay, I'm taking Java class now. Then you are the students of Durgasoft. Fine. Now I have some occasion at my home. Might be some occasion is going on at my home. I want to invite all of you. What I have to do? What is the channel for me to invite all of you? Know? In the notice board, I will give one invitation, right? Am I right or not? One poster I will take, no, one invitation poster. We have already some designers at Durgasoft. So they will prepare one poster. I will keep that poster in the notice board. So all students may check that poster and they will come to my home on that occasion. Am I right or not? But some people may be hurted. So we are special students inside the Durgasoft, no? But sir is not giving invitation card separately. Is giving the general invitation, then a notice board invitation, but we don't like it. Is not thinking about us. Some people may be hurted. So I want to invite each and every person individually. So for that purpose, I have taken like what there, some kind of cards, invitation cards I have taken there, maybe. So I will go to each and every student. I want to give that invitation card to everybody. But how I'm going to give that invitation card now? Is that like only visiting card, just giving that visiting cards to each and every person? Not like that. On the top, on the first page of this invitation card, there are some fields. First one is what their name. Am I right or not? Of course, remaining address details are not required to write now. Just name is available. Am I right or not? That means what is the meaning of it? No, that is your identity or not? That name is identity or not? That means I need to write your identity on that invitation card or not? That identity is your name or not? That identity is your name or not? Understand, guys, what I'm telling you now? Similarly, in Java applications, we are going to write number of variables, number of methods, number of classes, number of interfaces, number of enums, more and more number of programming elements we are going to write. More and more number of programming elements we are going to write in a single application. But whenever we are writing more and more number of programming elements, there we have to give a separate name for each and every programming element or not? There we have to provide some identity for each and every programming element or not? What is the requirement of that identity? What is the need of that identity? What is the need of your name? If I want to invite you for my occasion there, then definitely I have to take one invitation card. There I have to write your identity. That means I want to call you, I want to invite you. There is an action, I want to invite you. Similarly, in Java program, if I declare a variable, I want to access it. If I want to access that variable, I require a name for that variable. I require some identity for that variable. I define a method in my Java program. I want to call that method. So I need that method identity. Point is, in Java programming, you may write more and more number of programming elements. Whenever we have written more and more number of programming elements now, we have to access that each and every programming element individually. I have to access each and every programming element individually. So I need one identity for that programming element. Right, we need to provide some identity that programming elements, giving identity for the programming elements in the form of a name, giving an identity for the programming elements in the form of a name. That name is called as what there? An identifier. The name is called as what there? An identifier, just like your names, just like is what there? Your names. Guys, observe carefully what I'm telling you now. So the point is like what there? In Java applications, in Java applications, we are able to write a number of programming elements. Number of programming elements like what there? What are the various programming elements? No, variables, methods, classes, interfaces, and so on and so on and so on. So many programming elements. So to access these programming elements, to access these programming elements. To access these programming elements, we need some identity. We need some identity for these programming elements. For these programming elements, answer my point here. To access these programming elements, we need some identity for these programming elements. So we need some identity for these programming elements. So here we have to provide identity for each and every programming element in the form of a name, in the form of a separate name, where the name which we assigned to the programming element, is called as like what there? Where is an identifier, is called as what there? An identifier. That's the point is very clear. Even that I have given that many number of points now, but answer is very clear. Identifier is a name assigned to the programming elements like variables, methods, and so on. Right. Instead of writing this much of information, can I write in a single line? Can I write a single line? It's unnecessary. This much of data is not required. For our understanding, I have written there, but not required here. In a simple statement, I want to provide that point here. Can I remove this now? Now see this. What's the point I'm telling there? Simple definition. Identifier is a name assigned to the programming elements like what are the programming elements now? Variables, methods, classes, interfaces, and so on and so on and so on. That's it. Not required too much data. The simple line. Identifier is a name assigned to the programming elements like variables, methods, classes, interfaces, and so on and so on and so on. Got it or not? So this is a simple meaning of like what their identifier. Clear? All of you are getting clarity now? Then immediately I have a question, guys. Sir, what is variable and what is an identifier in programming languages? In some situations we used to say variables. In some other situations we used to say what their identifiers. But what is the difference between variable and identifier? Any difference is available between these two? Yes, definitely there is a difference is existed between these two. What exactly the difference is available between these two? If you observe this, I'll give some clarity. Try to understand this now. Right, sir. It's one of the question here. Observe carefully. What is the difference between variable and identifier? Understand this clearly. In a simple words I'm telling to you, observe carefully. Variable is a memory location. Just as a memory. Identifier is what there? Is a block of memory. Identifier is what there? A block of memory. A block of memory. That's it. A block of memory to store a value. A block of memory to store a value. Variable is what there is a block of memory to store a value. Observe carefully. Identifier is a name to the block of, identifier is a name to the block of memory. Block of memory, that is variable. Identifier is a name to the block of memory, that is what their variable. To the variable a name is available, that is what their identifier. Variable is not another one, it's a block of memory where to store some value. But for that block of memory, one name we have to assign or not? That name is called as like what their identifier. A block of memory to store the data is called as what their variable. For that one name we have to provide, that name is what their an identifier. Let's see this one simple example here I'm telling to you. By this we are able to understand effectively. All right, so now all of you observe carefully. Say for example, I want to write an instruction like what there, int envo is equal to 111 semicolon, something else I have written it. What happened internally when we execute or when we compile, whatever it may be, what happened internally? In the case of Java, for integers, 4 bytes of memory will be created. In the case of C and C++, 2 bytes of memory will be created. This is memory block. Inside this memory block, what data is stored here? 111, the data was stored. This is variable. That memory block with the data, that is what there, a variable. But for this variable, I have to give a name. For this memory block, I have to give a name. Now that name is like what there, envo. Envo is a name for the variable. Variable is nothing but what there, a block of memory. That envo is nothing but what there is an identifier. Name for the memory block is nothing but what there is an identifier. Right guys, observe carefully. So this is the point here we have to understand clearly. Right sir, now here let me talk about it, let me clear about it now. This memory block is nothing but like what there, a variable. Now here this is like what the envo is like what there, we can call it as like what there, an identifier. That's it, not more than that. Identifier is a name assigned to the variable. Variable is nothing but what there, a memory block. See this example clearly, we can understand this now. All right sir, then after that what I am telling to you, that's okay, fine. What I'm telling to you after completion of this. All right sir, now I'm asking one question to all of you, now try to answer for it. Simple question, everybody understand it, very simple question. All of you are having your own names. Everybody has their own name. Do you know what is the history behind your name? Some name is available in the sense, definitely some history is available. Definitely some background story is available. Do you know that? Do you have any idea on your name behind the scene, behind the story? An example I'm telling to you. First of all, tell me how your name is coming to you. Why that name is only for you? How your name is coming like that? Are getting my questions what I'm asking to you? How your name is coming? Say for example, when you born, your parents might be noted date of birth and time of birth. Am I right or not? Your parents might be noted date of birth and what next one, time of birth. Okay, maybe some occasion parents are used to conduct their naming ceremony or something else now. Maybe on 21st day or 45th day, something else on particular day. But that depends on religious and that depends on like were there some kind of traditions. I'm not going to point in that. But finally they are going to give some name. How they're giving name to you, when they have noted your date of birth and time of birth, immediately your parents may go to the pandits in temples maybe, or maybe churches, or maybe masses, maybe wherever it may be. Wherever it may be, there some pandits are available, then your parents may go to that pandits. And your parents may say, give that information to the pandits like, so my baby was born on this particular time and on this particular date. Can you suggest a name for my baby? Am I right or not? Then immediately what that Pandit will do? He will calculate something on air or not? Something he will calculate an error or not, maybe numerically, astrologically, like this. Some rasis or something else might be. Then he used to think something about it. He'll calculate something. Even some pundits, they're closing their eyes and they're talking with some god also. Am I right or not? There's a convention. It's going on there. Wherever it may be, even masjids or maybe in churches, maybe everywhere. Pundits are doing that one or not. So after that, after calculating all the things, that pundits will suggest to your parents, your baby name must be started with yes. Your baby name must be started with what their K. Baby name must be started with what their some letter. That pundits will suggest only up to that. Get my point or not? Maybe in the olden days, pundits are giving full name. Am I right or not? Where Venkata, something else, maybe the lengthy name that pundits are giving. But nowadays, pundits are not having dare to give that much of name. If they're giving that lengthy name, no, parents are not accepting that. Don't give that full name, no. Just suggest one letter, that's enough. Then what our parents are doing there, then they're listening that letter. They'll take that letter, they'll come to home, open the laptop, then Google it, good name which are started with yes. Am I right or not? See, finally, the point what I'm telling to you, you have your name not on flow. They have your name with some calculations only. Your name is coming with some calculations only, not on flow. Nobody has given that name on flow. Your name is, you are getting your name with some calculations. This is going to be happen for everybody. Yeah, nowadays, even for puppy dogs also some names are given the right. For that also they are calculating something. They are checking hours and hours of time on internet. No, am I right or not? So similarly, in Java also, to give names to the programming elements, a set of rules and regulations are available. Not in our own way. A set of rules and regulations are available to give names to the programming elements. As a Java developer, it's a minimum responsibility to know what rules and regulations are available while giving identifiers in our Java programs. Guys, all of you are following my point or not? So the point what I'm telling now the point is what there, to provide identifiers to the programming elements, we have to use the following set of rules and regulations. We have to use the following set of rules and regulations. Shall we go for it? That rules and regulations, no? At least simple, very simple rules and regulations only. That very first one. Somewhat relate these programming concepts in real world entities, in real words. Automatically you'll understand the point clearly. Right, sir. Point number one I'm telling to you. This is very common for everybody. Understand it, no? All of your names are available. Any of you are having your name which is started with a number? Is that your name is started with any number? Is it possible? Nobody is having the name with which is started with a number. Am I right or not? So same rule is available in Java also. What is the rule? You know, all of you observe carefully. But human being names are different and programming language names are different. But I'm related this point here. But exact point I'm telling to you. Observe carefully. All Java identifiers must not be started with, please recognize this, all Java identifiers must not be started with a number. It must not be started with a number. No, it shouldn't be started with what there? A number. Okay, with what it will start? All Java identifiers must not be started with a number. Java identifiers may start with, must not with a number, but may start with an alphabet. May start with an alphabet, letters A, B, C, D, something else, no, comma, underscore symbol. Identifiers may start with what there? Underscore symbol and dollar symbol and what there? Dollar symbol and dollar symbol. Identifiers may start with what there? An alphabet, underscore symbol or maybe what there dollar symbol, but the subsequent symbols may be a number, but the subsequent symbols may be a number, comma, an alphabet, comma, underscore symbol, and a dollar symbol, That's it. Don't worry. Examples I'm able to provide. By that you are able to get some clarity. Come on, guys. All of you understand this clearly. All Java identifiers must not be started with a number. A Java identifier may start with an alphabet, underscore symbol, and a dollar symbol, but the subsequent symbols may be a number, an alphabet, underscore symbol, and dollar symbol. What is the meaning of the subsequent symbol? No. First word, first letter should be an alphabet or underscore symbol or dollar symbol. It shouldn't be a number. Remaining words, if you have multiple words in a single identifier, second word first symbol, third word first symbol, fourth word first symbol, all these are what their subsequent symbols. Then subsequent symbols may be a number, an alphabet, or underscore symbol, or a dollar symbol. Now response, guys. Now let's see this example here. No, ENO, right? So now for example, I'm taking there int ENO is equal to 111. Just we have to say valid or invalid cases. No, let me list out all of them. Then after that I'll give clarity. First one is what I specified here. No, int ENO is equal to 111. That's okay, fine. Next one after that, string 9 ename is equal to AAA. Observe carefully. Next one is float dollar ESL is equal to dollar ESL is equal to 2500.0 F. Okay, next one, string underscore EADDR is equal to Hyderabad. Examples I'm telling you. Later I will check validity of each and every example. Next one is after that, I'm taking like what there, string, answer my point here, EMP9 number is equal to E-999. Then after that, string EMP underscore ADDR is equal to like Hyderabad. Then after that, float ECL in dollar is equal to like what there, 0F, 2500, 25,000, 0F. Then after that, after completion of this, another thing is like what there. All right, so now here, string, that's enough. Now these are the various examples I've given. That's enough here now. Now here we have to check which things are valid and which things are invalid. Here we have to understand which things are valid and which things are invalid. Now all of you guys observe carefully. Int ENO is equal to 111. Any mistake with that? See, don't check with the values now. Just check with only variables names. Get my point or not? Only we have to check with what their variable names. Now tell me, ENO only alphabets, valid or invalid? No. Yes, definitely. It is what they're valid. This is what they're valid. Now tell me, guys. Second one is valid or invalid? No. 9 ename started with what there? 9 started with what there? Number. Is it possible to start any identifier with a number? No. This is against to the rules and regulations of the Java identifiers. Now this is what they're invalid. This is what they're invalid. Next one is dollar ESL. Come on, dollar ESL, valid or invalid? No. Please remember this rule here. All Java identifiers must not be started with a number. Java identifiers may start with what there? Alphabet. Next one is what there? Underscore symbol. Underscore symbol is possible or not possible? Possible. And what next one? Dollar is possible or not possible? As possible. You know. So now this is what there. This is what there? Valid or invalid? No. Definitely valid. Next one is what there? String underscore EADDR. Started with what there? Underscore. Started with what there? Underscore. Valid or invalid? No. Definitely started with underscore symbol, no problem. Now this is what they're valid. Next one, guys, string EMP9NO number is provided in the middle or not? It should not be started with a number, but in the middle we can write that number at any location. At any location, the middle of the number, middle of the identifier we can write now. But number should not be the first letter. So now tell me, valid or invalid now? Valid or invalid now? As valid. Next one, guys. All of you observe carefully. Now here, string emp underscore addr. String emp underscore addr. Valid or invalid now? Valid or invalid now? As valid. Why it is valid? You know, underscore symbol is allowed. Even as a first symbol it is allowed. In the middle, anyway, we can write it now. Next one is what? That float ESAL in a dollar is equal to 25,000.0. F valid or invalid now? Valid. This is what they're valid. Right. For giving identifiers, rule number 1 we completed. What is this rule number 1 here? No. Come on. What is this rule number 1 here? All Java identifiers must not be started with a number. Java identifiers may start with an alphabet, underscore symbol, then what next one? Dollar symbol, but the subsequent symbols may be a number, an alphabet, underscore symbol, and a dollar symbol. Clear? All of you are getting clarity now? Right, sir. Nice. Fine. Next, let's come for the next point here. What's sir? Mobile phone. Who's that other side now? Girlfriend? Huh? Then don't, no problem here. Call her to come for the class now. She will learn Java perfectly. And Durgasoft is providing family packages also. Don't worry. Yeah, see that family problems are main important here. So there is a condition in my class, guys. What is that condition here? Even 5 minutes before of completing my class, if you want to come and inside the class, if you want to sit, you can come and sit the class. I don't have any problem. But in the middle of the classes, if you want to leave from the classroom in the sense, I will not allow that. As a strict condition. Why? Because even it is not good thing. So I said to you, I feel this is a temple. Not only me, you also must feel like that. I'm teaching Java, you're learning the Java. This is almost equal to like what there in a temple, some kind of slogans. Everybody has to feel like that. We have to put importance for each and every point in this way. So in the middle of the class, if you're leaving now, of course, I will not get any problem there. I don't have any issue there. But you are going to lose the content. You are going to lose the content. So I will not allow that. But in some cases, I'm able to allow. Sir, my girlfriend is waiting in outside. She's looking at me seriously from outside. In the next situation, I don't know what will happen there. If it is the case, no, then family problems are important. I will allow you. Don't worry. But if you give the reasons like what there, sir, stomach pain, I want to leave, head pain, I want to leave, no, not allowed. My brother is working with the Prime Hospitals, backside of this building. If it is a head pain, I will arrange one operation for removing head, for removing stomach. Right, sir. Not like that. But seriousness is required. Everybody. No, I'm not pointing you. Then for general information, I'm telling that everybody. Then first time we're having these classes, right? So we need to follow some kind of things, kind of environment is required. Always, I'm telling to you. Listen, really, I'm telling to you. Come to the class with a peaceful mind, without thinking about any other one. Just come to the class with a peaceful mind. You'll understand everything. Even if I'm not teaching in good way, even if I'm teaching in worst way, but you will receive my concept, you'll understand it. That kind of peace is required in our mind. Really, I'm telling that. Then try to follow that. Once you're taking steps inside the class now, forget about all of your problems in outside. Forget about it. Just come to the class. Even forget about your total environment. Just you are the person only. You are the person. You are sitting in front of me. Then your total mind must be concentrated on me only and the screens only. And try to think about the points. If you have such kind of mindset, no. So this is one type of what I'm telling there. One type of like prayer, right? I'm telling you one kind of meditation, right? So if you follow that, you'll understand everything properly. Full concentration here we are able to have. Try to have control on your mind. Try to have control on your mind. If any unnecessary thinking is coming there, immediately look on the screen and try to observe the letters what I am teaching there. Forget about it. Avoid all the things there. That kind of mindset is required. That is a controlling on your mind. If you do that, even in the point of your health also, it will be very good. You will not get BPs and sugar or maybe this kind of diabetic and this kind of things in earlier state. No. Nowadays, maybe in outside, some trending kind of things are going on. In a very less age only, that heart attacks are coming. Recently, we observed that. Got it? No, that is only because of pressure. That's only because of pressure on our mind. So as per my analysis, I'm telling them. So everybody will have tensions, sir. But inside the class, forget about all the tensions. With the peace of mind, try to sit in front of me, try to understand the content. That's it. Now let's move on to the next point here. Second point here. I'm telling to you. Then first point here we completed. Now let's understand the second point now. Listen, all of you listen carefully. The point number, second point is like what there. All of you observe carefully. All Java identifiers are not allowing spaces in the middle. All Java identifiers are not allowing spaces in the middle. Second rule we have to understand. In general, in the normal English, we used to provide some spaces between the words. But Java is a programming language, not natural English language, right? Definitely, it should not allow some spaces there. Why? Because that JVM or maybe compiler has to recognize our words. The Java has given a rule for us. What is the rule now? Don't provide spaces in the identifiers, in the middle of the identifiers. All Java identifiers are not allowing spaces in the middle. Some examples I'm telling to you, observe carefully. Int EMP number is equal to 111, for example. Next one is int EMP space NO is equal to 111. This is the common mistake for everybody at the startup of the programs. Up to now, they're having habituation with English letters and English words. They're trying to put the same thing in what they're programming. Errors are coming there. Understand my point clearly? What I'm telling you now. Next one is after that. Then what next one here? Employee address is equal to like what their hide badge. Now here we are providing there string EMP space ADDR is equal to like what there hide badge. Here we are providing now. There here automatically here we are getting what there some problems. Now let's see this one. Oh, come on guys, now tell me. First one is valid or invalid now? Any space is available inside the identifier? No space is available. Now this is like what there valid. Second one is what there now tell me valid or invalid guys. Now tell me space I provided or not? EMP space NOV provided or not? What is this now? Valid or invalid now? This is invalid. Why? Because here we provided what there? The space here. Now tell me what next one you know? EMP ADDR. EMP ADDR. No space is available. So this is like what there? Valid. Next one is what there? Valid or invalid now? Alright, invalid. Why? Because spaces are provided. This is second point now. Let's come for the third point. Can all of you know? Listen, put concentration here. Listen carefully. What is the third point here we are saying there? Alright. All Java identifiers are not allowing all the operators. All Java identifiers are not allowing what there? All the operators. Not possible to provide operators. Right. Some examples here I'm telling to you. Now try to understand it. Which things are valid and which things are invalid here now. Observe carefully. Say for example, string EMP plus name is equal to Durga. Right. So now string right. So now string EMP hyphen or minus mail is equal to Durga at the rate Durga like Durgasoft.com that we provided. Understand my point clearly. Next one is after that float EMP star sal is equal to 25,000. Something else here we provided. Next one is after that string temp EMP ADDR temporary employee address is equal to like what their Hyderabad that we provided. Understand clearly? So we have to say valid and invalid cases here now. In all the cases, in all the points here, I'm telling you know. So these are like what are the operators related things here I provided. Now tell me, all of you know. All right, sir. What is the first one here? Now tell me, valid or invalid now? Here we provided like what there, plus we provided, then that plus is possible or not possible? Not possible here. So this is like what there, invalid. No, not at all possible. Why? Because identifiers are not allowing what there, operators. All right, so next one is like what there, what is the next one? No, string emp hyphen mail hyphen I provided, hyphen in the sense minus, of course here, minus I provided here, valid or invalid now? Invalid. This is like what there, invalid. Also carefully, this is not possible. Next one is after that, float emp star sal, here star I provided, star is what there, an operator, allowed or not allowed now? Not allowed. This is like what there, invalid. Observe carefully. Next one is like what there, this is like what there, right? String temp underscore emp underscore addr is equal to identifier, valid or invalid now? Valid or invalid now? As valid. Please recognize this. We have to recognize the minus symbol, hyphen symbol, and underscore symbol. Underscore symbols are allowed, but hyphen symbols and minus symbols are not allowed inside what their identifiers. Now this is like what their valid case here we have to understand. All right, so now let's move on to the fourth point here. Observe carefully. All Java identifiers are sorry. All Java identifiers are not allowing all special symbols except underscore symbol and dollar symbol. Please recognize this. What's the point here I'm telling there? All Java identifiers are not allowing all special symbols. Then what next one can know? All special symbols except what there, underscore symbol, and what next one, dollar symbol. Now here we have to understand some examples here. Everybody observe carefully. All right, sir. First of all, now int underscore eno is equal to 111, string emp dot name is equal to Durga. Then after that, float emp like what there, emp dollar sal is equal to 5000 dot 0 f, for example. F should be small here in this case. Then after that, after completion of this, string emp at the rate Hyderabad is equal to Durga. Then after that, string hash EADDR is equal to like what there, Hyderabad. Like this. Here we can write there. Observe carefully now. Then after completion of this, string emp hyphen email is equal to Durga at the rate dss.com, for example. Next one is after that, string emp underscore like mobile is equal to 91 hyphen, like this we are given. Now these many examples are given, sir. Now tell me which things are valid and which things are invalid here. If you observe this point now, tell me here. First one is like what there, valid or invalid now? Underscore symbol. Happily we can use that. Okay, now this is valid. Next one is what there, dot are given in the middle. Dot are given that. Is the dot is possible or not possible? Possible or not possible? Not possible here. So here what we are getting there now, invalid. Next one is a dollar symbol is possible or not possible? Dollar is possible or not possible? As possible here. Now this is like what there, valid. Next one is at the rate symbol is possible or not possible? Not possible. This is what there, invalid. Hash EADDR, string hash EADDR is equal to Hyderabad, valid or invalid now? All right, sir, invalid. Hash symbol is not allowed here. Next one is emp hyphen email. emp hyphen email is what there, invalid. Observe carefully. In the written test exams now, multiple option questions are provided. Which of the following Java identifier is invalid? In one example, hyphen is available. In the next example, underscore is available. There we have to differentiate clearly hyphen and underscore. In general, we may have some overlooking. Both we may think as what their hyphen symbols, or both we may think as what their underscore symbols. But we need to differentiate clearly hyphen symbol and underscore symbol there clearly. All right, sir. Next one is after that. Now this is like what I'm telling to you. This is invalid. Next one is after that. Now tell me, string emp underscore mobile, valid or invalid now? Valid here. But some people are thinking about that hyphen symbol in the value. No, that hyphen symbol in the value. Value may be anything as a string, no. But always we have to check identifiers in the sense like what there with this particular one only here we have to check. With this particular thing only here we have to check. Are getting my point or not clearly? No. Right. So now this is exactly the point here. Fourth rule here we understood clearly. Okay, fine. Still, few more rules are available, guys. Then I'll discuss with you later on. Don't worry. But today, what exactly the content here I discussed here. Now let us have some revision about all the points here. Can you tell me what exactly the topic today I started there? Language fundamentals. To prepare Java applications, we need some building blocks from the Java programming language. Some other building blocks are created by the developers, but some building blocks are not possible for the developers to create. So we are expecting that building blocks from what their programming languages only. That building blocks are called as what? Language fundamentals. How many language fundamentals are available? 5. What are the 5 language fundamentals? No. Tokens. Next one is what there? Data types. Next one is what there? Typecasting. Next one is what there? Java statements. Last one is what there? Arrays. Right. So tokens we started there. First of all, I given definition for lexeme. Can you tell me what is lexeme? What is lexeme? An individual logical unit in a Java program, or maybe logical individual unit in a Java program. Then what is a token now? Come on, collection of lexemes under a particular group. That group representation is called as what there? A token. Number of examples we are given clearly. After that, next one is we started with like what there? Tokens. How many tokens are available in Java? 4 tokens. What are the 4 tokens there now? Identifiers. Come on, literals, keywords or result words, operators. These 5 things are available. Identifiers we started. What is an identifier? What is an identifier? Identifier is a name assigned to the programming elements. Identifier is a name assigned to the programming elements like variables, methods, classes, interfaces, and so on. Right, sir. To give identifiers in Java applications, a set of rules and regulations are available. What are the set of rules and regulations are available? What is the first rule here now? Every identifier should not be started with a number. Every Java identifier may start with an alphabet or underscore symbol or a dollar symbol, but the subsequent symbols may be a number, an alphabet or underscore symbol, or maybe dollar symbol. That is rule number 1. Rule number 2, I said to you, Java identifier should not allow any spaces in the middle. No spaces are allowed inside the identifier particle. So then that is another rule here. Next one is what then after that no, Java identifiers are not allowing all the operators. Operators are not allowed in the middle of the identifiers. Not possible, not in the middle. Totally identifiers are not allowing what their operators. Next one is what is the next rule here no? Java identifiers are not allowing all the special symbols except dollar symbol and what next one again no? Underscore symbol. Underscore and dollar symbols are allowed except these two. No other symbol, no other special symbol is allowed inside the identifiers. Sir, got my point or not? Of course, in the values, in the double quotations, we can write any special symbol, that doesn't matter. But in a variable name, in a method name, in a class name, these identifiers, these rules and regulations here, we have to follow clearly. That's clear to all of you? Will you remember this? All right, I'm telling to you. All right, sir. For new members, I'm telling that now try to read the content from today only. Of course, in the document, maybe some concepts are available. Don't think much about it now. I'll take backup classes for you. I will take some other classes to you. Today, language fundamentals I started here. Let me continue the point here. Still, this topic is not completed. Tomorrow also I have to discuss about the content, guys. All of you getting my point or not? Before that, lastly, I'm asking there. What exactly our schedules there? No? Only introduction class are going on at what time? 7:30. Whoops onwards. Your topics are going to be started at what time? 6 o'clock. Please remember this. For new members are available. Whoops is the 4th topic. That 4th topic onwards, I'm going to start our class at what time there? 6 o'clock. Don't worry. But this is the 3rd topic I'm starting there. Some of you are missing that first 2 topics. No, I will take the backup classes. Don't worry for it. Once if we complete this language fundamentals, no, first topic and second topic both I will take as what there backup classes. No need to worry for it clearly, right? That's all, guys. That's all for today. Then I will see the remaining content tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Guys, yeah, Sai Saranya, then continuously I'm watching your doubts there. Don't worry, continuously I'm watching your doubts there. Then if it is immediately related, then immediately I will give clarity on it. Okay, don't worry. Yeah, I open that questions box and continuously I'm checking that questions box. What's it? Yesterday question. Yeah, I'll explain that. No problem. Yeah, maybe no tomorrow, maybe at some other time. Don't worry for it. So once we are in a track, no, then if any gap is coming, then I'll explain that. But almost all the questions you are aware, right? Then one time if you check the notes, easily you can get answers. No. But anyway, I will from my side I will explain. Don't worry. Yeah, guys. Then those who are attending in online, then I will give that link for the notes to you. Wait. In the questions box, I will paste that notes, guys. Just those who are in online, then I will paste these notes in the questions box so that you can get it. Let me take this. Now I'm sending these notes to everybody, guys. Please copy that notes from the link. What about your Python batch? Rakibul, not immediately. It may take some time, but even so far, I'm not thinking about it. Then totally we are busy with Java. Maybe if time is possible, then I will think about like what the Python class. Yes, I took Python class also. I used to take Python class also. I had very good content on Python also, but not immediately. It may take some time, guys. Now totally we are busy with the full stack, right? And then Python full stack in the sense it may take a lot of time. Then guys, then select it. Then in the bottom bar we are able to get that node. Then bottom bar, inside the bottom bar we can copy that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, actually, then our admin people are not selling my videos also. Why? Because some other trainers are available, some other trainer classes are available there. Sai Saranya, nothing else. Just whatever the link I given there, just try to click on that link. If you select that link now, just if you select that chart, whatever the chart I given there, automatically it will come in the bottom bar. From the bottom bar, we can copy that. Just click on it; it will come at the bottom bar, like this bottom bar. There is a bar there. Then there you are able to get what there, that complete one. Or else now try to note it. It's very simple now. Yeah, try to note it. It's very simple, right? Yeah. So HTTPS colon slashes tinyurl.com. That is a normal only. Core Java 7:30 p.m. notes. That's enough. Automatically we'll get it. Otherwise, then I'll send that notes to you. That means I'll send as an email to you so that you will get it. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot. Uh, I'll meet you tomorrow, guys. Yeah. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll see the remaining part. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Okay. Right, guys. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah, Sachiran. At a time, I'm teaching both the classes. Yeah, some people are sitting in front of me. Then at the same time, I'm taking class in online. But nothing is different. No, same content. Same content at the same time. Then I'm checking all online people messages continuously. On moment, I'm giving reply also. In my explanation, on moment, I'm giving reply also. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot. Yeah, it's okay. Nice. Sai Kumar, then what topics there remaining? In the sense, what topics remaining? Remaining courses you are asking there, right? Then continuously they are going to be stored there. Otherwise, then I'll give clarity on tomorrow, guys. Don't worry. Then once again, spring and all these things, But once we completed like what there, core and advanced Java classes, then I will start Spring framework. So first of all, core Java we started there. After completion of some topics in core Java, then I'll start advanced Java parallelly. After completion of whenever this advanced Java in the middle, then I will start Spring framework. Yeah, I will give the roadmap to you. Or maybe in the first class, in yesterday's class, I given the total roadmap regarding the classes. No, just check once now. Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. Any slots for SQL, sir? Definitely, continuously that Oracle class are going to be stored there, so we can check with that. You'll get some emails there. Then regarding the new classes, no, their Oracle is going to be stored there continuously. No need to worry for it. Right? Okay, fine. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks a lot, guys.